Afternoon baseball from the East Bay in the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Andrew Triggs gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Anderson. He will lead this one off today. Pitch on the way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And he gets ahead 0-1. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. One out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, Dero, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Pinder takes it in. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Athletics are challenging.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Dero. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And that misses, ball one. Abreu is off at first with 2 away. 1-1 the count to Wellington Castillo. Two balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. The 2-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Lucas Giolito is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Now the 2-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Another full count offering on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, right fielder, Mark.
Striding in for Oakland, Mark Canna. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. In the dirt here. And a full count for Kanal now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line towards center field. Engel is there, and he has it for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Here's Jed Lowry now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 home. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Fred Haven.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Davis has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 3-1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Engel on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland with no score. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jimenez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. First delivery to him on the way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Into the box now, Yolmer Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready with the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. Davis on the move, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Lowry throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
Has a look, now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. White Sox leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Designated hitter, Matt Olson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now the 2-0. Is swung on and missed, strike one. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Olson on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Engel coasts under it. He's got it 1 away.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's set and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. And he misses again, ball 3. It's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Three-two pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Two balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
It's 2-1.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
At the plate, Boog Powell. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Two, here it is. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Franklin Barreto reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
2 out, bases loaded. That misses. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 is taken, strike one.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full, 3-2. Mark Hanna would be next. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Digging in to try it again. Mark Hanna hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. 1-run score. Oh, and he misses it. The relay throw. Now he's safe at third, as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one too.
In now, Jed Lowry, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One-0 count. Here it is. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Lowry stands at second with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. Set, and the 2-2 pitch, and there's one well above the zone for a ball. Another full count pitch home, and he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Olson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Popped him up. Sanchez near the bag at third, and that retires the side. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll go now to the top of the third. The A's lead this one 5-0. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland and the Bay set to go here in the third. Ready now for the White Sox, Adam Engel. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No balls and 1 strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So here is Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup right down the middle.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. And look there at the standings from the AL Central as you see where the White Sox find themselves coming into today's action. One away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And Lucroy behind a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia coming on, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side, fair ball down the line. Throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Hector Santiago is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And that brings up Chad Pinder as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Lucroy leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Popped him up. Abreu in foul ground. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 3, Boog Powell.
Now at the plate, Boog Powell. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. This is in the air to left field. Garcia waits on it, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. 1-0 home. Clips the zone low and outside for a strike. Two and one the count to the White Sox first baseman. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Ready for another chance? Jimenez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding in once again, Franklin Barreto. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Franklin Barreto.
Here comes the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
And he misses 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Heading out towards shallow right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
So now it's Mark Canna, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Barreto aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and one to the A's first baseman. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Bounce it to the left side. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Five runs, just 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A's go quietly there as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada, a base hit in his first trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Ebro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Engel.
Up next for Chicago, Adam Engel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This is on the ground over to first. Piscotty fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 5 and the White Sox nothing. Ready for another shot. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's the first out.
Up next for Oakland, designated hitter, Olson.
Ready once again, Matt Olson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. 5 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
To first, taken in by Abreu. One there, and good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The A's lead it 5-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Abisail Garcia.
Striding in once again, Abisail Garcia. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Here's a strike. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Two out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He doubled his last time through.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
First offering on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. One and 0 pitch on the way. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
That's
Ball 3.
I got 3-1.
Chad Pinder is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Chad Pinder.
Digging in once again, Chad Pinder. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a ball down and away. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Boog Powell will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, center fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. lifted the other way down the left field line. Garcia is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 1, Franklin Barreto.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Franklin Barreto. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit high in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Ready for another shot now. Mark Hanna. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Here's the tag from Castillo. They got him at the plate. One for the A's, courtesy of Jed Lowry. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. And this is now a 6-0 ball game. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Wellington Castillo. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. To short. To his left, Pinder. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 74.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimenez. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Gregory Infante enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Gregory Infante.
Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Jed Lowry.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short, hit hard. Anderson picks it up. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Up next for Oakland, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Bullet back up the middle. Engel is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Two and 0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
First baseman number 25.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-0. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Olson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. bouncer up the middle. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. The A's strand one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Digging in and looking for more, Yolmer Sanchez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And now a pitch on the way. Shoots this one over to first. Piscotty ranges to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
How about it? Left fielder.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Ready now for the White Sox. Leury Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fly ball out toward left center field. Howell's on his horse. He gets there, and that's the second out.
How about it? The center fielder, Adam Engel.
Up next for Chicago, Adam Engel. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jonathan Lucroy.
He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Garcia. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The batter, the shortstop, Chad Pinder.
Digging in now, Chad Pinder. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might spur foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, fouled off. No hits to this point. And it's 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Fouled away. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Lucroy at third. Pinder stands at second. No outs. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And it's fouled away. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he fouls this one off. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Third baseman, number 1, Franklin.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
So now it's Mark Kanal, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A fastball that just misses inside.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And that's over. 2-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball looked at for a strike. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. To second for one, on to first to complete the double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia, and after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Line drive to left. And he drops it. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Digging in, Jose Abreu, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Right field. Kenna is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wellington Castillo, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street. Yusmeiro Petit is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Ready with the 0-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Jimenez. Guess he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The White Sox down to their last strike. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 8-0 the final today. The Athletics took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Andrew Triggs with his 4th win this season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Lucas Giolito couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-0. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 5-4. The Rays got 12 hits in this one as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-6. The Astros allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-1. The Blue Jays brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they dethroned the Royals 7-1. The Orioles put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-5. The Minnesota Twins sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 5-3. Rhys Hoskins had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the Phillies took care of the Braves 3-2. The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 12-2. The Cubs finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-2. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Eugenio Suarez had a big fly with 5 driven in, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 7-6. Charlie Blackmon was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 4-3. It was their 7th win in a row. The Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the visiting Giants 4-3. The San Diego Padres got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 5-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Chris Young collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Angels to the victory over the Red Sox 5-3. The Houston Astros completed the long 4-game sweep as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-0. The New York Yankees smacked 15 team hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 11-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The Baltimore Orioles knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-6. The Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the visiting Marlins 5-1. The Giants got a road win against Arizona 6-5. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.